Hey, welcome back to Fireside Bourbon, and today we are going to do a point of view flight tasting review and rating. And we're going to do it on the LF Heritage Distilling Companies. These are the ones I did a while back for them to give them an honest and fair review of their products. We're going to have their bloodlines here, which is coming in at 95 proof. It is a blend of a 6 and 9 year sourced bourbon. They do say on their bottle here that it's a Kentucky straight bourbon, but everywhere else I find it's just a straight bourbon, so I'm not sure if it is Kentucky or not, or if it's being sourced out of Indiana or somewhere else. But anyway, the mash bill on it is 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley on that 6-year blend. Then we have the limited small batch right here, and it is coming in. It's a sourced blend, 8 and 9 years. It's coming in at 111.7 proof, and that is the same mash bill, 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. Then we have their select batch there, and it is sourced 6 to 9 year barrels, and it is coming in at 111 proof, 6-year bourbon. And again, it is the 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. The final one we're going to try out tonight in this tasting, in this flight, is going to be the Private Stock, which is a sourced 8-year bourbon. It's coming in at 113.6 proof, and its mash bill is wheated. It is a 70% corn, 10% honeyed wheat, 10% honeyed malted barley, and a 10% distiller's malt. So we are looking forward to getting in that, and we will get into that, and we will fill out our paperwork here and show you that when we have completed it, and go through each of these and see what we're getting. And we'll do all this from point of view. Okay, so we have finished our tasting and review and our rating. So we're just going to start right here with the bloodlines quickly. We got a nice mid-level gold, light gold to mid-level color on there. It's fairly balanced between the nose and the palate. It has a nice long finish, builds secondary notes. Got a lot of bright fruit, apples, oranges. Got a lemon pine sol note in the taste. Even was getting a little bit of that on the nose, and definitely was getting it in the palate. Some rye spice, and then getting some musty bread, like almost moldy. Not intrusive, not a what's the word I'm looking for? Not offensive, but definitely was there. Some clove and some earthy notes, of course. Then on the limited small batch, we had great velocity on that, viscosity, good golden color, nice solid gold. Again, fairly balanced, leaning a little more to a better nose than it was a palate. Good medium long finish, but it does fall flat on the finish. As it goes a little longer, it begins losing flavor. And we got some dark stone fruit, but like you're also biting into the pit, into a bitter pit. Got some light oak, some burnt sugar in there, some walnuts, and then some off notes of like some burnt rubber, and even a wax taste in your mouth. If you ever worked with candle wax, you'll know what I'm talking about there. Next is the select batch. This one is really shocking to me, because when I did my blind on these, I believe I picked this as the winner. Had great viscosity on it, has a medium finish, but lackluster. I mean, that's the best word. It's lackluster. And maybe it's just me today, but it's where I'm at. It's just not a lot on the nose, not a lot on the palate. Balanced as far as you can see, the palate and the nose are very similar, but just not a lot of body anyplace. But I got pear that was like it was been cooked in burnt brown sugar, some musty corn, earthy notes, clove, some dill. Dill was pretty strong actually on that. And then some grassy tobacco note, almost like you had fresh tobacco and hadn't dried out yet. Then finally, today, the one that was most impressive was this Private Stock. Great viscosity, had a nice long finish. Again, it was building secondary notes during the finish, and they were just kept building. It was very nice. Good, dark gold color on there. Definitely a better palate than it was on the nose, but the nose was great. It was a wonderful nose, real good sweet, and in composition with a good body, balanced body, equaling out with the wood notes, the grain notes, the fruits, and so forth. And of course, you can see the balance between both of those on the palate also. Got a lot of peaches and cherries. Raspberry jam just kept blowing me away. I was just getting raspberry jam so strong. A nice maple syrup. Got some real good sawdust and oak note coming out. An almond pecan, and I kind of wrote it like that because it was like the almond was kind of wrapped in the pecan. It was just real nice note. A doughy pie crust note there with a hint of plastic. Definitely getting a little plastic coming up back in my nostrils. But anyway, there you have it. That's what we got on that, and here's our rating. So our rating is the Bloodlines 95 proof 6 year come out at 7.2. The limited small batch 111.7, 8 year come out at 6.8. And the select batch, which was one that probably did the worst in my opinion, 6 year come out at 6.5. And of course our winner today, hands down, was the private stock honeyed wheat coming at 8 years, came out at 8.0. Folks, that's our flight test, tasting, review, and rating of this LF Heritage Distilling bottles that were sent to us by Mr. Morrow. I'm going to tag him down below for TikTok. And I just want to do one more. I've done this will be 3 different types of reviews now for them, and have just absolutely enjoyed their products. Get a hold of him if you would like to find out more information and get a, hopefully, I believe they got a discount code. I can't remember it offhand, but if you can get a hold of Mr. Morrow, you will find that out. If not, get a hold of me. I hope you get a hold of them if you are interested in purchasing their products. But for now, I'm just here for the whiskey.